Hi, and welcome to part two in my series on how to fail in retirement planning. Today we're going to be discussing debt. Maybe not the most exciting topic, but one of the most important considerations in your retirement planning. Well, for most of us, it would seem ideal to carry no debt into retirement, but that's actually not reality anymore. In fact, there's data from the Federal Reserve that shows in the age range from age 56 to 74, the average household debt is a little bit over $96,000. Now, I'm not suggesting that you dismiss having any debt in retirement, but there are some types of debt that are manageable, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. The most common debt that I see people carrying in retirement would be under three categories: mortgage, car loan, and credit card debt. In fact, many more people nowadays are carrying mortgages, mortgage balances into retirement. And depending on your income and how you can manage your budget, that may not be such a terrible thing. Car loans may or may not be inevitable depending on how you purchase a car. But credit cards, that would be the biggest warning flag, because as those inflate, it could be difficult to get them back down. The main two questions I'd say you should ask yourself would be, if you have enough income to pay for that debt, will the income exceed your, not just your basic expenses, but those additional expenses that you may be carrying for some years? And also, if need be, could you cut back, or would you want to cut back on other lifestyle decisions in order to manage or pay this debt down? So what do you do if you really want to retire, but you're carrying a load of debt and it may not be the smartest decision? Well, one obvious one is to keep working. If you do retire, be expecting to cut back on a lot of the things that maybe you wanted to do in retirement. There's another solution. I have another video on this from a while back, that you could semi-retire, whether it's in the same job or something else, maybe a change, maybe something you've always wanted to do. Don't work as many hours, but it's impressive how much impact that might make in a retirement plan. Just working a few years, half time, taking less stress off your nest egg and paying down some of those bills that you do owe. I think there are a couple of wise things you can do before you make that final work decision. And one would be to run several scenarios in financial planning software or with your wealth manager or retirement income planner, to make sure you've got a good handle on the choices you're about to make and if they work for you. Another one would be to have a trial year. Before you actually retire, live for a year on the budget you think you're going to have in retirement that'll match the income that you're going to have while you're paying off some of those bills. If that works, you may be good to go. If not, you might have incentive to keep working. Well, this may not be the most entertaining topic I've addressed, but hopefully you realize it is one of the most important. Next time we'll be talking about how being flexible can be a real benefit in retirement. Stay tuned. Thank you.